Here's something for you savvy business buyers and business students alike. A recycling business success story. If you have budget responsibility, you may, after seeing this, take a different view about buying used office furniture. If you're a business student, then you'll find many useful takeaways. Let's get started. We may already have our own perceptions of used office furniture businesses. You know, you might find some great bargains, but you may also have some of these hang-ups. I went to see Feltons, a long-established family business in Preston, Lancashire. Let's meet the owner, Scott Felton, to find out more about what they do and how they operate. And then, after that, we'll do a quick business analysis.
So last week we did a huge office clearance and I think we brought in 59 of these. So what we tend to do is bring 59 in, strip them all down, clean them all, and present one on show. And that's a good example of what they'll all be like. So as you can see, all in fantastic condition. So then we put the size on. Obviously in this particular desk there's lefts and rights available, and then put the quantity of either the left hand desk or the right hand desk, so obviously it shows what stock we've got in. And obviously as we sell them, we reduce the stock on them. So obviously you can see one on show, and then I'll show you how we have them lined up in our storage containers so they're all dismantled and ready to go. So to give you an idea of the desks that I've just shown you, when we bring them in, obviously they're stacked nice and neatly in one of our containers. So we have all the desk inserts in one bag, all the nuts and bolts bagged separately for each desk, and then all like the left hand tops, table tops on one stack, all the right hand tops on another stack, backboards on another stack, and then all the legs are all paired up, good to go. So whether there's a customer coming in or we need to load one of the vans for the stock to go out, everything's dead easy, it's dead clean and ready to go and well organised. So as you can see with our chairs, everything's clean, polished, all virtually in absolutely as new condition with the work we do on them. And then what we tend to do, if we get, to give you an idea, this particular chair here we've got 80 in stock. So we'll keep half a dozen out that's all cleaned, polished, all perfect, so the customer can just take away easily. And then the rest of the stock again we'll keep all wrapped up in our containers, all bone dry, so they're all ready to go. But as you can see, everything's presented well and it's all clean, so it's good quality products. And obviously rather than spending thousands of pounds on items, as you can see, the quality's there, the condition's there, and it's a huge saving. So to give you an idea, these are the Herman Miller Aeron B chairs. So these will cost you new £900. Sometimes they'll come in like this where they're dirty, arms missing. Sometimes the mesh bottoms or the mesh backs are ripped. So obviously you can't resell them like that because nobody wants a chair like that. So what we would then do, we'd go on to the finished product. We'd make sure arms are perfect. If it needs new arms, we'll put them on. If it needs a new bottom, we'll put those on. If they just need cleaning and polishing, we'll get them up to a spec that's very good for a customer. Obviously in fantastic condition. So a chair, like I say, would be £900 costing new. Reconditioned, you'd be looking at £250, obviously depending on what kind of quantity the customer would want. So it's a huge saving on the chair.
What I thought was interesting when I went to see Scott was how Feltons had turned people's perceptions about the used furniture industry completely upside down. There's lots of things you probably observed in the video. Let's pop them into a framework. Students may be familiar with the Eliminate, Reduce, Raise and Create grid from Blue Ocean Strategy. This is a very useful framework for any business. What are you going to eliminate? What are you going to reduce? What are you going to raise? And what are you going to create? Scott has eliminated broken furniture and clutter. As more buyers from large and small companies place orders and realise the quality and value for money, he has reduced the negative perceptions about buying used, recycled and refurbished office furniture. By being able to offer a £900 chair for under £250, Scott has increased the gap in the amount a business can save off their budget. Finally, by utilising shipping containers for storage and placing an emphasis on cleanliness, security and process, Scott is able to run a very customer-friendly and efficient business. So whether you're a buyer or a student, there are some great takeaways here. What stands out for me is having the courage to be different and not just do what the industry has always done. Don't be prepared to accept low standards, even if it's what people expect. Using shipping containers as a low-cost but effective solution to avoid clutter by organising and separating the stock and keeping it secure was another really clever strategy. The Felton family have run businesses in Preston since 1903, so Scott is actually the fourth generation to be working in the family business. What many of us have to learn as business students, they have worked out for themselves from years of experience. So if you're a student watching this, hopefully you will find it helpful to see a real family business in action. My thanks to Scott Felton for making us so welcome and sharing his business model and strategy. I'm Adrian Hargreaves from Hargreaves Marketing. This has been a Save My Budget production. Thank you for joining us. That's all for now. Thank you and goodbye.